Welcome back to Messages from Telos and the Hollow Earth, the readings and channels of Dianne Robbins, a voice for Adama and Mikos. In this video, we talk about Earth's firmament. We are told that in the old days there was a firmament surrounding the Earth which was many miles high and made of crystalline ice particles which blocked the radiation of the sun and kept the whole planet in a perfectly regulated greenhouse which supplied just the right amount of oxygen and moisture for both nature and humans. When this was destroyed during the Atlantean and Lemurian Wars, it also destroyed the self-regulation of nature. Question: why did our lifespan shorten after the firmament was destroyed in the Atlantean and Lemurian War? I am Mikos, head librarian of the Library of Porthologos located inside the Hollow Earth. I will answer this question. The destruction of the firmament was a backward step taking you backwards in time to where you don't know who you are. You not only lost height, you lost your sight. The firmament was composed of crystalline particles that completely protected the Earth from the harmful radiation of the sun's rays. It provided a perfect ecological system, totally in balance, and the divine blueprint of all life forms responded wholeheartedly to this benevolent environment by reaching their divine potential on their step up the spiral of evolution. It is true that this ice canopy protected the Earth from the irradiation of the sun before the war, and the destruction of this canopy accounted for the increased radiation from our sun that in turn shortened not only your lifespan, but the height of humans living on the surface. Humans used to be 15 to 30 feet tall before the canopy fell, and now your surface height averages around 5 to 6 feet, and in many places on the Earth it's even less. The natural regulation of your bodies and the Earth herself are further compromised by the chemicals you breathe and eat, the polluted water supply, and all the other things that are laced with chemicals for the very purpose of destroying the natural regulation of your bodies and the Earth herself, thus giving the advantage of control over to the dark forces who can then manipulate you by controlling the weather and your minds all in one. So, if your bodily functions are compromised, it stands to reason that your lifespans would be off balance and you would not be able to access or activate the immortality gene embedded in your DNA. When your body is not functioning at its divine optimum, everything misfires, including the code for immortality. All of this created the shorter lifespans on the surface and the necessity for you to have to incarnate over and over again, never remembering your past and never being able to catch up with your future. Hence the futility and hopelessness you feel above ground while our lives thrive beneath you. Your environment plays such a key role in your evolution that without a supportive environment, you cannot develop in the Creator's image, but in a dysfunctional way, negating who you really are as a species. It is in any science experiment. If the environment is hostile, the life form grows deformed. If the environmental conditions are benevolent, the life form blooms into its full potential. The same is true of Earth. That is why it is crucial now to rebalance all the ecosystems on the planet so that life will flourish and not decay. Rebalancing the ecological system is difficult without the crystalline ice particles that were once encasing the planet and protecting it from the radiation of the sun. The radiation from your sun is harmful, but as your solar system moves out of its present orbit and back into its orbit around Helicon in the Sirius star system, your firmament will be restored and you will all gain in height and return to your tall statures and perfect health again. For with the firmament restored, so will your health be restored, and so will the pristine beauty of the Earth. All will be as new. All factors account for your shortened lifespan, but just as you said, such as the weakened life force in your food due to the chemicals injected into the Earth purposefully destroy the life force, so that your lives will be weakened and their length shortened. The dark side used this to their advantage to further weaken you so that they can more easily manipulate you. It is easier to manipulate a weakened person than it is a strong person. So yes, there are all these factors that have come into play, but the main one was the demise of the firmament, which over time led to the invasion of the negative ETs and their destructive agenda, leading you all to where you are today. It is called sliding backwards in time, but it is all over now, and from this point you all move forward. The Earth will regain her strength just as humans will, and you will both be able to self-regulate your bodies just as Anastasia does. So look forward to the times ahead, for they will be glorious indeed. I'm Mikos, a self-regulating giant living inside the Earth. Addendum. After the 2016 election in the USA, all on Earth will rapidly change, bringing a heightened awareness and empowerment to all humankind that will spread throughout the Earth herself, touching all forms at last. A safe journey in consciousness is now ensured, and all rejoice.